We did a concert about a year ago, and it was really lovely. I mean, a lovely audience, and the poor chap who was running it was quite nervous. And he kept asking us all these questions. But anyway, he says to Simon, just before we started, just one question, he said, how do you manage your applause?
And I said, there's a kind of pregnant pause, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure what you mean by manage the applause. And he said, well, your applause, how do you manage it? And I said, well, it just kind of takes care of itself most of the time, you know. And I said, we play and occasionally people get moved, not all the time, obviously, but said occasionally people get moved to clap. And he said, well, they don't clap after every piece, do they? I said, well, actually, usually, yes. And he said, well, we'll be here all night. To this day, I'm not quite sure what he meant. Funny things do happen to you. You know, I've lived in Reading for over 40 years now.
Never mind. We all have a cross to bear.
I will not hear a bad word said about Reading. It's great. You know, now that I've achieved the status of a Z-list personality, and you've lived in a place for 40 years, inevitably, when you walk out your front door, sometimes people say hello to you, and not all the time you're sure whether you actually know them or whether they've seen you on stage somewhere and they think they know you better than they actually do, you know. And it's happened on a couple of occasions where I've been walking down Broad Street in the middle of Reading and somebody's gone, hello, and I've had to go, hello, and I haven't had a clue who they are. And when we've got past him, I said to Hilary, who was that? She said, I haven't got a clue, you know, and often it's someone who's seen you on the stage and they think they know you. Anyway, I was outside our house a couple of weeks ago and this chap's walking up the street. I was talking to a neighbour, and as he's walking up the street, he's smiling at me, you see. And as he gets closer, he says, hello. And I said, hello. And he got a bit closer still and he said, oh, it's not you. I said, I assure you it is. He said, no, it's not. It's not you. I said, it blooming well is me. We'll do a couple of things to push you on your merry well.